Yeah, so Neil Gaiman is getting canceled. Dark Horse dropped him. Good Omens season 3, they canceled that. Marvel and DC were both quietly canceling projects over the last few months. Neil Gaiman had one of the biggest PR machines out there for a comic book creator and fought this off as long as he could. The debate can reign. I don't really care either way. I'm just observing this. The debate can reign on whether, he's absolutely allowed as an adult with other adults who are consenting to be as degenerate as he wants. And I don't really care. I don't really give a crap, but, he is a male feminist, a true blue male feminist. So
what kind of
through and through.
who gets a bathtub and just puts it in the middle of their fucking garden?
Neil Gaiman, I guess.
Doesn't even have, I can't, maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't even see plumbing attached to it. So you're just taking buckets of hot water to this thing?
Old school bath. Yeah.
Very old school.
It's artistic.
And what kind of a moron goes and gets in it?
This is the thing that I said about a lot of the women involved in this story.
Yes.
We have to acknowledge
Absolutely.
that all these women, well, at least some of the ones in the stories we had, you're an 18, 19-year-old girl, and 65-year-old gross fucking Neil Gaiman wants to start hanging out with you. It's not because he enjoys your conversation or thinks you're fucking enlightening. It's because he wants to finger bang you and then fuck you. That's why he's talking to you. So if you're a babysitter for Neil Gaiman, okay, like the one person who's the main person in the story, if you're a babysitter for Neil Gaiman, one, the idea that he's asking you, hey, go ahead and take a bath out in this, open place back here. Don't worry, I'm going on a trip, so I won't be here, but you can go ahead and do that. That's okay. Maybe you don't think he's going to be there taking advantage of this cool house. All right, I can kind of buy that. Then he walks out, fucking drops his towel off, saggy balls, fucking is like, hey, let me get in. And you're like,
over his shoulder.
Really
You know how to paint a picture, don't you?
The pubes are perfectly
Wearing them like a scarf.
coiffed with new dime product.
Exactly.
And they smell
I'm
great.
trying to paint the picture of how ridiculous it is for this woman to stay there, right?
See how it works?
He gets in, and you're like, all right, this is weird. This is kind of uncomfortable. And he's immediately tries to force his finger in your asshole.
Oh.
Right? And you're like,
The
no,
asshole
don't do
first?
that. He's like, can I come on your
man.
tits? No. Can I come on your face? No. Would you
There
grab my
goes
dick?
the-
No.
yeah, we're
Apparently he does
demonetized.
that stuff anyway.
He told her
just
he
love
was
that
trying to
Ryan's
unlock
reaction
the
to that
secrets of the
these are all
DC
facts.
universe.
Hey,
I just love that Ryan's reaction to that is, that's a bit weird. Like, wait, that's more than a bit weird.
Just like with Warren Ellis, if you have
That's curious.
sex with Warren Ellis or Neil Gaiman, it's going to make you a better comic book writer somehow.
Right.
Yeah, by osmosis.
So those things happen, right? Those things happen.
Yes.
And maybe you didn't know what to do in the moment. Maybe you froze and you tried it. You said no, but it didn't work. And it's very fucking weird and uncomfortable. The next day you come
Like
back to the fucking house.
Dramatic
and
pause.
you do so week after week after week after he continually is doing these things to you, fucking you in the ass. You talk to his whore, slut, degenerate wife that he trades women around with too, and she doesn't want to do anything about it. But you stay there for months. And I understand that sometimes people might be in a weird financial situation or worried about this repercussion. But at some point, we have to put some of the responsibility on women who are putting themselves in these positions.
Same with me too.
Accountability.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
You have to, right?
That's no
Chrissie?
fun.
Like all of Me Too. Damn near all of Me Too. That's Me Too was used as a power move. Isn't it weird how they stopped with men and then really stopped with kids? They just did it to women, and some of the women ended up sleeping with underage guys who were part of the Me Too movement. So
Talk about that.
And I'm not saying that means everything Neil Gaiman did is fine, right? There are people that might know they're in a position of power and fucking using that and holding over people's heads and all these things. And he tried to pay off a bunch of these women too, right?
And
did
pay them off.
If these things are true, that what he did is okay, right? But we have to look at how these women are interacting and behaving, and whether they're just fucking naive or retarded or whatever. You have to take some accountability for that.
Absolutely.
Again, if you're some hot 18-year-old girl and Neil Gaiman wants to hang out with you, you better know damn well what the fuck is going on. And I think in a lot of cases, those people do know damn well what the fuck is going on. I think a lot of people that walked into Harvey Weinstein's room knew exactly what was going to happen. They were going to have to fucking suck his little cock, let him fuck them, whatever, and then they're going to get an awesome job and millions of dollars. And I think a lot of those women were perfectly fine with it at the time. As Leslie,
a lot of us do it for nothing. So
use my favorite meme for this if you want to show it.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
All I'm saying is that needs to be part of the stories when stories like this come out.
Whoa.
Not that Neil Gaiman's not a fucking deranged, lunatic, degenerate piece of shit.
And
but
hypocrite.
Also, these other things.
Yeah, and a male feminist. And God, I'm sorry. I hope we never hear from this again, ever. I
had to lick my own feces.
Jesus.
What?
Is that a real quote?
Go-
One of
go-
those women after he was fucking her.
No, are you kidding me?
Read the article, if you dare. We're not going to.
Ryan knows all the deep lore on this.
So
That was
Ryan
so
was just
That was
making
so-
stuff
So
up.
back to Spider-Man. Back to Spider-Man. Thank you very much.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Where is this article?
You've just given the internet a gift with that clip there. Ryan.
That one already is out there, to be honest.
I really thought that Ryan was just making things up and like.
No.
And,
Dude,
That's
I am
he's
trying to.
Batman.
I am
That's
trying
an
to move.
allegation.
I thought he was being
Chrissie,
colorful.
I'm trying to move past this as fast as I can because I don't give a shit. But he likes to lick it.
It's fine. You're already demonetized.
Yeah. No, I honestly don't.
Trying to pass.
Listen,
subject.
I've always thought Neil Gaiman was absolutely the most overrated comic book writer on the planet. People love Sandman. I didn't really like it that much. It's fine. The art was great, but I thought everything about him was overrated. Look at his body of work, completely overrated. He's done some good stuff, but he's not like seminal comic book writer, one of the greatest literary minds out there. No, he just likes 18-year-old girls.
He did a speech during the WGA strike where he spoke about how he would go into work, look at his previous work and think, oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It just seems like you've got low standards. It's like, well, you thought this was crap, and you go in the next day like, that'll do, and then you just carry on from there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So back to
You
Spider-Man.
know, he's got that British accent. It sounds prestigious, you know?
So back to
Just for-
Spider-Man.
Just sounds so respectable.
Speaking of shit.
Yeah, let's go back to shit.
Yeah. Gary wants us to lick it.
Ryan's forehead is starting to grow on me, says Mr. Borgen for 100 Norwegian krona. There you go.
You know, last week I came in and I was looking like, man, my forehead is looking. Then I saw Ryan. I'm like, no, I'm fine.
It's a
It's
sniper's
always a bigger
dream.
fish. A sniper's dream.
Oh, wow. Now that Gary is a certified connoisseur of fecal matter, when can we expect the esteemed Neil Gaiman as
was
a
a
guest?
Ryan quote.
Hi, Chrissie. Being a mom suits you. Simp. Lemuel, you know what? Soon, any minute now, we'll have Neil Gaiman on. Well, you know what? We'll have Neil Gaiman and Gavin McGinnis on at the same time. That'll be fucking awesome.
He'll be streaming from his garden bathtub.
Yes.